Smothered cabbage with crackling cornbread. Give it a run. Mmm. 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 That's grocery shit. That is grocery shit. Ça c'est bon. Mmm. Mmm. Oh, now, how y'all is? Como ça va? Alright, today I'm making the house steak. I'm making that old fart in the pot. Some smothered cabbage. Alright, right now I got my pigtails in the back boiling in some seasoning. That's optional. I got some pork fat that I caught off of a butt roast, a pork butt, and I got that frying up. It's just some, I didn't want to throw the fat away, so I'm just making a little bit crackling for me to munch on. I got my pork lard in my pot. That's all getting hot. And I'm going to take my smoked sausage and I'm going to throw that in there. Alright. Now I'm going to brown that up. Then after that, I'm going to add my meat. Alright. Y'all stick around like a blackberry bush. I'm about to learn y'all something. Alright. We got the sausage all browned up. We're going to throw pork butt in the pot. I seasoned it up with just some Cajun seasoning. We're going to throw that in there. We're going to let that brown up. Alright, my pork butt's all ground up. You can take it out from the pot if you want to. I don't think it makes much of a difference. I'm going to go ahead and throw my Cajun Trinity up in there. Alright, that's all cooked down. Now we're going to add our garlic. Alright, now that's all cooked down. We're going to add our first little, I do it in little portions. We're going to add our first portion of cabbage up in there. We're going to let that cook down a little bit. Forgot to add the smoked sausage back to the pot. I got all the cabbage up in there. Now I'm going to take that water that I was boiling my pigtails and my pork butt bone in. I'm going to add all that into the pot along with my pigtails. I always cook my cabbage for a little while before I add any sugar because depending on what time of the season it is, cabbage is going to be a little bit sweeter. But I add the sugar to cut that bitterness of the cabbage. So I'm going to add a little bit of sugar. I got about half a cup. There's a big old pot right here. And I'm going to add just a touch more seasoning. Not too much, just a little bit. That's a lot of cabbage in there. Alright, my cabbage is all done. Got my plate. I got some cornbread. I like to eat my cabbage over rice. And that's it right there. Got my cornbread. Smothered cabbage with crackling cornbread. Give it a run. Mmm. 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 That's grocery shit. That is grocery shit. Ça c'est bon.